My name is Milo Beasley. With 20 plus years in the professional wrestling industry, combined with my love for traveling, I've seen some pretty cool things over the years. Now I bring you along in these travels, as I never know where I'll end up or what I'll see or do along the way. With more than 4 million miles of roadways in the United States alone, we have a lot of ground to cover. So join me, if you will, on hashtag the road. And we're back here on hashtag the road in beautiful Cozumel. Trust me, we're here in Cozumel. We have a bunch of fun stuff to talk about. So let's go take a look at Cozumel. As I said, we're here on Cozumel Island, which is 12 miles from mainland Mexico, separated here by the Cozumel Channel. Now, since this is an island, it's a little bit difficult to get to, especially with no cruise ships like the way that we came. But luckily for us, one of the most civilized and smartest civilizations, I say civilized civilizations, yes, smartest civilizations would be the Mayans, who did locate and settle in here in Cozumel around the first millennia, so around those first couple hundred of years. But then it was about 1,000 years after that before the very first Spanish explorers founded Cozumel, right? There were people already here, but they founded Cozumel. And during one of those expeditions in 1519, the explorer Hernan Cortez actually knocked down a lot of Mayan statues with statues of the Virgin Mary. Now, even though Cortez did that, the Mayans still actually welcomed Cortez and his explorers with open arms. But just because they came here and knocked down a bunch of statues, put up their own, and tried to include their own civilization, their own beliefs, their own ideals, it doesn't mean that Cortez did not bring gifts. In fact, he brought the biggest gift of all time, smallpox, which about 50 years after Cortez landed and started settling in, the Mayan culture, the population here in Cozumel, went from about 10,000 to about 350, which meant that for the most part, there was nobody here on the island, which then made it a safe house for tons and tons of pirates. So in the 1500s, 1600s, this was just a pirate heaven, which ironically, tonight is pirate night on the Disney Dream. So I guess it still is a pirate heaven here in Cozumel. And then fast forward about 200 years, about 1849, after a lot more settlers have started coming in here to Cozumel, the Mexican government finally granted Cozumel township. And then about a dozen years after that, which actually, this is what I consider the craziest fact about Cozumel, and in 1861, Abraham Lincoln, yes, that Abraham Lincoln, tried to actually purchase Cozumel Island for the sake of relocating freed American slaves from the States somewhere else. So, President Lincoln went to the Mexican president, Benito Juarez, and proposed this idea of purchasing Cozumel Island. Said, there's nobody there. We can have this island, right? And President Juarez was like, absolutely not. No. The word no is the same in Spanish as in English. But that did not stop Abraham Lincoln or the United States government from trying to pursue on. In fact, William Henry Seward, who history buffs might know as the man who actually helped facilitate the 1867 purchase of Alaska from Russia, was sent down to Mexico to try to make this sale happen. President Juarez again said no. Abraham Lincoln, still not taking no for an answer, had more of his bros slide into President Juarez's DMs. In fact, Senator James Rand Doolittle passed a bill, published and passed a bill through Senate to make this purchase happen. However, once again, President Juarez said no, firmly put his foot down, said no. Eventually, Abraham Lincoln would settle on a small island colony right outside of Haiti to try to send some of the freed slaves. But, I mean, in a multiverse somewhere out there, there is a Cozumel that is a part of the United States and not just a part of United States lore, because almost everybody here on the island is just an American tourist. So, that's about it from hashtag the road. We're actually literally on the road here. We're trying not to get run over. But that is it. Now we're going to go. It's, as I said, it's pirate night. More pirates. So thank you for watching us from Cozumel on hashtag the road. See you later.